Welcome to CourtSpiral, where truth is stranger than fiction. Today, we're diving into one of the most shocking legal battles that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about justice. In the world of the rich and powerful, no one is beyond the law. But sometimes the law itself becomes a game, where the stakes are higher than we can imagine. Let's take a look at how the case of billionaire tech mogul Simon Hargrove unfolded. Simon Hargrove, known for his innovative tech empire, was not just a billionaire. He was a titan of industry, a visionary who revolutionized the way we interact with technology. With a net worth that soared into the billions, Hargrove was the embodiment of the American dream. Yet, as it often goes with those who reach such heights, shadows lingered behind his bright success. In the late summer of 2021, everything changed when he found himself at the center of a legal storm that would grip the nation. The courtroom drama began when a former employee, Sarah Mitchell, filed a lawsuit against Hargrove's company claiming wrongful termination and harassment. Sarah, a talented software engineer, had worked at Hargrove's tech firm for over 5 years. She was known for her dedication and innovation, contributing significantly to several high-profile projects. But her journey took an unexpected turn when she alleged that she was dismissed after rejecting Hargrove's advances. As the news broke, public opinion was sharply divided. Supporters of Hargrove rallied around him, citing his philanthropic efforts and contributions to the community. They believed this lawsuit was merely an attempt to tarnish his reputation and extract money from a wealthy man. On the other hand, advocates for victims of workplace harassment saw Sarah's claims as a pivotal moment in the fight against corporate injustice. The media buzzed with speculation, and the courtroom became the epicenter of a larger conversation about gender dynamics in the workplace. As the case progressed, the details that emerged were alarming. Sarah's legal team presented a series of text messages and emails that suggested a pattern of inappropriate behavior from Hargrove. They argued that this was not merely a case of harassment but an abuse of power. The prosecution painted a picture of a corporate culture that was toxic and hostile, where employees feared for their jobs if they spoke out. But Hargrove's defense team was equally formidable. They painted Sarah as an opportunist, someone who was using the legal system to seek revenge after being let go for performance issues. They questioned her credibility, delving into her work history and personal life, attempting to undermine her claims. The courtroom was electric, tension palpable, as both sides battled fiercely for their narratives to be accepted by the jury. Just when it seemed like this case was about to wrap up, something unexpected happened. A key witness, James Porter, a former executive at Hargrove's company, came forward just days before the trial concluded. James had left the company under murky circumstances and had remained silent about his experiences, but now he was ready to testify. His testimony was a game changer. James revealed that he had witnessed Hargrove's alleged behavior firsthand. He recounted instances where Hargrove made inappropriate comments during meetings and how several employees, including Sarah, had approached him to express their discomfort with Hargrove's conduct. This revelation shook the courtroom. The jury, who had been leaning towards Hargrove's defense, now had to reconsider their stance. The trial took a dramatic turn as James's testimony resonated with the jury. As the defense attempted to discredit him, they inadvertently opened the door to further scrutiny of Hargrove's actions. The prosecution seized the opportunity, introducing additional evidence that painted a broader picture of a workplace rife with fear and intimidation. Employees began to come forward, one after the other, sharing their experiences and corroborating Sarah's claims. This wave of testimony created an overwhelming narrative that Hargrove's behavior was part of a larger pattern, rather than isolated incidents. As the trial unfolded over weeks, it became clear that this battle was not just about Sarah or even Hargrove. It was about the systemic issues within corporate America. The courtroom transformed into a battleground for ideals, with advocates for change rallying outside, demanding justice for those who felt voiceless. Social media exploded with hashtags supporting Sarah, turning her into a symbol of resilience against corporate giants. As the jury deliberated, the tension was palpable. Would they find in favor of Sarah, sending a message that no one is above the law, or would they side with Hargrove, reinforcing the notion that power can shield one from accountability? The nation held its breath, waiting for the verdict that would reverberate far beyond the walls of the courtroom. In the end, justice prevailed, but it left behind many unanswered questions. The jury found in favor of Sarah Mitchell, awarding her a significant sum in damages, a decision that sent shockwaves throughout the corporate world. But the victory was bittersweet. Hargrove's empire was shaken, yet he vowed to fight back, appealing the verdict, insisting that he was a victim of a conspiracy orchestrated by disgruntled employees. The case left lingering doubts in the minds of many. Was the verdict truly fair, or was there more beneath the surface? Critics pointed out that while Sarah had won in court, the ramifications of the trial extended far beyond individual victories. Hargrove's appeal process began immediately, dragging the case on for months, and the media continued to cover every twist and turn. As society watched, conversations about workplace dynamics intensified. Many began to question the power structures that allow such behaviors to flourish unchecked. The case sparked debates on policies regarding harassment in the workplace and the need for comprehensive reforms. Corporations scrambled to update their policies, fearing that the spotlight would shift from Hargrove to them. The ripple effects of this trial were felt across industries, as employees began to speak out more freely, emboldened by Sarah's courage. But with each passing day, the narrative became more complex. Hargrove's supporters argued that the legal system had failed him, that he was being punished for an unproven allegation. They claimed that the court had set a dangerous precedent where powerful individuals could be easily targeted for personal gain. Meanwhile, advocates for victims argued that the ruling was a long overdue recognition of the struggles many face in similar situations. The media frenzy surrounding the case began to wane, but the implications of the trial continued to simmer beneath the surface. Sarah Mitchell became a sought-after speaker, sharing her story and advocating for change in corporate culture. She emphasized the importance of creating safe spaces for employees to voice their concerns, urging companies to take harassment claims seriously. Her journey resonated with many, inspiring a movement that demanded accountability from those in positions of power. As for Simon Hargrove, his story was far from over. The appeal process dragged on, with legal battles consuming his time and resources. He faced public scrutiny and financial repercussions as investors reevaluated their support for his ventures. The courtroom had transformed from a place of justice into a battleground for reputations, and Hargrove was determined to reclaim his. In the years that followed, the case became a landmark in discussions about gender equality and corporate responsibility. Legal experts dissected its implications, while activists used it as a rallying point to push for systemic change. The case of Simon Hargrove versus Sarah Mitchell remained etched in the public consciousness, a reminder that the fight for justice is often fraught with challenges, yet it can also lead to profound transformation. What do you think about this case? Was justice truly served, or did the system fail? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to CourtSpiral for more shocking stories from the world of law. Don't forget to like and subscribe to CourtSpiral. We're back every week with new, shocking stories. Let's continue exploring just how unpredictable justice can be.